Welcome back to When Sports Met Sarcasm. March Madness, it's still March. We've gotten even closer to the tournament, though. But thank God, no one else does this, so I just had to do it myself. We're going to look at Cinderella in the actual basketball gene sequence that every team has. So I'm looking at the last 4 years, teams that went the furthest at the longest odds. And then I looked this year at that same basketball makeup to see if someone correlates or is a lookalike or is a doppelganger or resembles some team that is in the tournament this year. And I'll tell you what, the results are going to surprise you because none of these teams were on my radar. A lot of them I was picking to lose right off the rip. So we got Charlie Hustle here today. We got Rosalind here today. This is going to be a quick video. We're going through 4 years. Let's go. All right, first team up here, North Carolina 2022. The Brady Manic 3-ball blew it at halftime of the national championship Kansas game. But let's look here real quick. You can see the pink, turnover rate defense. They do not turn you over. They actually are pretty good at a lot of things for an 8 seed. I mean, they can shoot the 3 well. They defend the free throw line well. They defensive rebound really well. They shoot the ball well. Let's see what we got this year. Wisconsin. Tough draw with Arizona, tough draw maybe with Arkansas, but look at this uncanny resemblance. They both can't turn you over. They both don't turn it over. They both defensive rebound real well. They also defend the free throw line, both of them real well. North Carolina shoots a 3 a little bit better, but Wisconsin shoots a 3. So keep that in mind. Wisconsin is someone that could be a North Carolina and maybe make the final and be up by 15 or 20 points and lose in the finals. How about 2023? Let's move on. I think everyone knows this coach from Michigan, but did you know him when he was at FAU? Not only that, did you know that they should have lost to Memphis? It was unbelievable how those refs screwed that game up, but here we are. Again, look at all the green. This is a 9 seed. Look at the genetic makeup of this team. Wow, they can shoot, they can defend. They don't turn the ball over. They don't really turn you over. Not the best offensive rebounding team, but they can defensive rebound. They don't get to the line, but they don't let you get to the line. They shoot the 2 well. They defend the 2 well. They shoot the 3 well. They defend the 3 well. And they shoot the 3 at a high rip. Here we go. Who do we got? This year, the Louisville Cardinals. Now, check this because Mikael Brown is injured. Who knows if he's going to play? He sat out the ACC tournament, which was the hot thing to do with Patrick and Ngumba. But look at this here. Wow. Defensive rebounds, about the same. Look at this 2-point percentage. Look at all the green 2-point percentage. They shoot the 3 well. They defend the 2 well. I mean, look at this. This is like uncanny again. So make sure that you look at Louisville, but make sure look for Mikael Brown. Next up, let's see what we got here. That's 2 of them. 2 more to go. This is going to be a quick show. Make sure to tune in tomorrow. I'm going to do the bracket episode, and I got a lot of information that you're going to look at. All right, let's go to Rosalind real quick since it's a quick show. Rosalind, take it away.
This break in the action is sponsored by Coca-Cola, the sugar drink that has helped increase the risk of type 2 diabetes to over 200 countries. Have a Coke, a tooth decayed smile, and a heightened risk of type 2 diabetes.
Thank you, Rosalind. All right, 2024 best long shot. I did not include NC State because I honestly just really didn't want to pick someone that might not be in the tournament because I had to do this before the tournament. So we took the second longest shot here, and that was Alabama, a 4 seed who made the Final Four. Ended up getting rolled by UConn, but they made the Final Four. As we can see here, their genetic makeup, all offense. Unbelievable on offense, pretty bad on defense. They don't defend the free throw line at all. Turnover rate, they don't take the ball from you, but they can offensive rebound, and they can shoot 2s and 3s, and they defend the 3 well. And look at the 3-point rate, 46.6%. They shoot a ton of them. Who do we got this year? SMU, another team that also has one of their players injured. You want to check the injury report if you're looking at SMU for the tournament and filling out your bracket. But wow, can they also shoot and not play defense? They shoot the 3 actually better than Alabama did that year. And everyone thought Alabama was this unbelievable 3-point shooting team, which they were. But wow, they shoot it better. They don't shoot the 2 better, but they shoot the 3 better. They both don't defend the free throw line. They both can offensive rebound. It's such a key if you shoot threes and you can offensive rebound for those extra shots. Field goal percentage, unbelievable. All right, last one, last but not least, and we're all the way up to last year. Arkansas, John Calipari's squad. That's how it's going to be nowadays. Cinderella is just going to be basically a team from a top conference that has a lower seed. So John Calipari here, he ended up beating Patino, lost to Texas Tech in overtime. They made the Sweet 16 as a 10 seed. As you can see here, very well. They're almost flip-flop of what they are this year. They're great defensively here. They're awful defensively now. They struggled offensively last year. They're unbelievable offensively this year. But here, let's look at this. 2-point percentage defense. They could play defense. They couldn't shoot the three, but they could definitely play defense. They could score the two. They couldn't rebound. They never got to the line. Let's see who this is going to be this year. Clemson. Once I said couldn't score, I should have just said Clemson. All right, Clemson. Once again, excellent defensive rebounding, terrible offensive rebounding. Can't shoot the three very well. Does shoot the two and defend the two. Excellent. Wow, Clemson. But Clemson's a tough take. They go through like a 5-6 minute stretch where they don't score either. All right, that's it for this episode. Like I said, make sure you tune in tomorrow. We're going to do the bracket episode, and that's going to have so much more. I go through why I think how Florida can lose. I'm going to go through why I think Duke can lose. I'm going to go through why I think Michigan could easily lose until they just handed them the Final Four in the bracket. And then the Arizona bracket, where you got Wisconsin, like we just talked about, and Arkansas. So Charlie Hustle will be back. Rosalind will be back. I will be back for the bracket episode. Enjoy. Rosalind, take them home.
Thank you for tuning in to When Sports Met Sarcasm, the media that not only informs but entertains. Bye now.